Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys my new personal project. I call it Payflow System. So what is this project? It's a whole system inspired in a payment system. Uh, our challenge here is to use as many tools as possible based on a job description. Uh, we don't want to make things complex, so the project should be relatively simple. Okay, so what's the purpose with this project? So if you watched my previous project, the Room Scheduler API, uh, you can see that my challenge there was to make a complex system, a complex API with many business rules, with many. My idea there was to make something really close to something that a real company should have, or at least that was the idea. So here is something a little different. Now we don't want to make something so complex. Actually, my idea here is to make a project inspired in a job description. Okay, so uh, the of course I have the purpose of learning more technologies and challenge myself with the usage of those new technologies, and of course I want to show other people what I've done. Okay, so but I can say that the main reason is to learn, of course, and based on this job description. All right, so uh, let me talk about this inspiration. So uh, as I'm looking for mid-level opportunities in the market, um, I've seen this job description of Revolut. So uh, you can see that I took a print screen of the description. This is one of the job positions available on Revolut, but you can see that if you search for some positions there, you will see that there are many positions, many descriptions that are very similar to this description. Okay, so I think this is not so specific because there are a lot of positions with basically the same description. Okay, so you can read a little, but the focus here is the stack. Okay, so they are asking for those tools here. All right, um, but I will explain better next. All right. Okay, so why did I choose this job position? One important thing is that Revolut is a very relevant, a very important company in other countries. Actually, in Brazil, I think people don't really know much about Revolut, but I know that Revolut is very present, is very famous in other countries. All right, so that's one reason, and the other reasons, of course, they are related to the stack. Okay, so the stack seems to be not so different from what I had used in my previous job. So other thing is uh, the stack is similar to other companies' job description. Okay, so and other thing is it has some tools that got my interest. So we're gonna talk about the tools next, but those are um, a few reasons that I chose that made me choose uh, this job position to do my to do my project. Okay, so let's talk about the description. So the full description describes the responsibility of building and improving APIs and microservices. So, building and improving APIs or microservices is very popular. Is very popular responsibility of a developer or an engineer nowadays. All right, so it's also something that I've done. That was actually my main responsibility of on my previous job. The employee will be potentially working on risk management, fraud detection, or payment processing. So actually, fraud detection was my my main responsibility on my previous job. So I was a developer working in an API with Java and Spring Boot, and the responsibility of this API was to execute fraud detections on a payment on a payment flow. All right, so the clients were buying the products. Let's say in a simple way, the clients can buy products, and the API for fraud detection makes um, execute rules and make process that detect fraud detection. Just to explain in a simple way. So also they also comment, they also describe that they need someone with knowledge in Java, and they need a person with 4 or more years of experience in the area, or at least with Java. And I also have this amount of years of experience. But let's continue. Okay, so I just want to put the stack in a bit more organized way. So we we have the Java version 17 or 21 for the language. Okay, they asked for Spock to do the tests, unit tests. Okay, Flyway and Juke to connect to the database. I will explain this better when I show the my project. All right, so I just want to mention the tools here. But for the databases, they asked for Postgres or PostgreSQL, Redis. For monitoring, Prometheus, Grafana, New Relic. And for DevOps or infra or cloud, they asked for Kubernetes and GCP. All right, so this is uh, what was asked in the job description. And uh, for my project, this is the stack that I used. All right. Uh, so for the API, I used Java 25, Spring Boot 4, Spark, Flyway, Juke. For the databases, Postgres and Redis. For monitoring, Prometheus, Grafana, New Relic, and DevOps, Infra, or Cloud, Kubernetes, and GCP. Actually, I didn't use, okay, because this is a this is a whole new world for me. This would be a whole new world for me. So that's not the moment for me to use this tool, because it can be really challenging. And actually, I'm not studying GCP now. Actually, I'm studying AWS. So maybe in the future I can use AWS instead of GCP, or someday when I study GCP, maybe I can go back here and try to finish this part, right? And for load testing, this is a bonus part. I also use a K6 for make load testing. All right, so okay, so before we start speaking about the project and showing how it works and whatever, uh, let me just mention a bit about the project structure. All right, so we're gonna have the API with those tools here, and the API will connect to Postgres and to Redis, and what we are gonna see is that Prometheus uses the payment API to show metrics, and actually Grafana doesn't really connect directly to the API. Actually, Grafana connects to the Prometheus, and the payment API sends metrics to New Relic. So we're gonna have like two different ways of getting or of seeing the metrics, right? This is one way and this is another way. All right, so don't worry, I will explain better this on the next videos. So I just wanted to mention the Kubernetes structure. So it's very similar to the simple structure, but you will see that we are not going to have only one API running. We are going to have one or two or three API running, and we are gonna be able to access the API with URL, sorry, and Prometheus. We are going to have access with this URL, and Grafana also with this other URL. All right, so uh, let's on the next videos, let's start speaking about the API. So from now on, I will show the code. I will show how to download and how to run the project, and I will be more detailed about how it works and what I've done with the API and with the tools. Okay, so we're gonna have a few videos explaining almost everything. I really want to cover as much subjects as possible, but I'm pretty sure that I will not be able to cover absolutely everything. But uh, I believe it will be enough to understand, to make you guys understand what I've done. All right, so let's go. See you on the next video.